everybody knows, and I'm not going to try to explain this chart, it was some research at MIT, but if you're transforming faster, the horizontal axis, and engaging with your customers better, the vertical axis, although those companies are doing way better than other companies. And what are we going to do to keep from being disrupted? And there was, this slide is actually from the World Economic Forum, where they declared that we are now in the fourth industrial revolution. It confused me a little bit what the difference was from the third to the fourth and the transition, but I looked into why they were calling it, and there were really two things. One was the pace of change, and the other was the level of disruption that's happening in a bunch of companies. And I started thinking about just how quickly things are changing. First iPhone was released just over 10 years ago. That was the first app store that had these apps that we can now do, find an app for anything. And it really isn't much more than 20 years ago that the internet became useful, and that the pace of change is continuing to accelerate. And I think that the companies that figure out how to, increase their pace, and again, not just working longer hours, but working completely differently. Those companies are going to be the ones that are doing the disruption. Those companies are going to be the ones that are, excelling, and the ones that aren't changing and aren't learning to go faster are going to be the ones that fall off.